Joni Mitchell. And they go out on the boat and fall in love, and she writes songs about being on his boat, the Maya. And she comes out with her first album called, or she's about to come out with her first album called Song to a Seagull. They come back to California, and I get a phone call. He says, I want you to meet this person. She's incredible. She needs pictures. So I go down to LA and in Laurel Canyon and stay at a friend's house and go over and see these guys, and they're in love, and it's fantastic. And Joni Mitchell is amazing, just amazing. Now, you remember, you might have seen it in the video earlier, but David Crosby was holding his ears listening to the music at the pop festival, and he's wearing that fur hat. Well, when your girlfriend gets your fur hat, then things are getting pretty serious. So that's the same hat, and I kind of picked up on that right away, and had a wonderful day photographing Joni in this home in LA. And she was, there were lots of changes in clothes, and most of the pictures were taken in color, and they went to her management, and I don't know where those pictures are. I luckily held on to the black and white negatives, and that's how I have these. So she showed different sides in that time, and the biggest moment was when she got down on the floor of the living room and played her entire album. I had a friend with me and myself, and I said, what else would you like to do? You know, we'd been outside, and so she said, would you like to hear my album? I said, sure, I'd like to do Candid Shots playing. I figured, no big deal. She starts playing. Still, I have no idea who she is. She's just a blonde folk singer. There was Joan Baez, Judy Collins. That was about it. 2 songs into it, I'm sitting there doing this. I mean, amazing, amazing. And this shot, by the way, was taken 2 years later when she was on stage, getting $40,000 a night. When the day that I met her, her manager was there, actually, and he had just booked her in a coffee house in Boston, and she was going to get $600 for the week. 2 years later, $40,000. So she started to make some serious money, and she also started doing much more of what she really loved, which was painting. And I managed to catch a few candid shots of her. And Joni was not the kind of person that you could... But she had this wonderful fragile quality in one way, and yet she was extremely strong. I always felt younger. She was... I was older, but she just had a power, but yet she wasn't overbearing with it. Extremely bright and very, very old world soul. Anyway, by this time, 2 years later, she's with Graham Nash. She also had an incredible attraction. Men just looked at her. She went through everybody in Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I mean, she was so powerful. She wrote these beautiful songs. She had a stint with Stephen Stills and all that, but she had a wonderful love affair with Graham Nash. She wrote a song, He Is My Willie. He wrote a song, Our House is a Very Happy House with 2 cats in the yard and all that. That's all about them. And I spent a lot of time at that house in Laurel Canyon with them. And it was very magical. This is kind of a boring shot. I looked at it not too long ago. I never really did anything with it. There's a milk carton in the back. They drank Arden milk. Great, wonderful, you know. But the thing I noticed, the guy on the left, far left, well, he's got a lot of hair there. He doesn't have any hair now. His name is David Geffen. And he has a little film company called DreamWorks with 2 other guys. And David was Joni's manager at the time, along with Elliot Roberts. So anyway, we got to be friends. They'd play Kissy Face, and I'd get to do that. And then there were a few moments where I'd get to have a one-on-one with her. And this is one of the shots that I love because she was relaxed at the moment. I caught her at times being pensive, and this is the comfort that I had because I don't know if she knew that I was taking that picture, but I remember when it happened, I was actually in a chair and I saw it, and I loved her gesture and everything. I just turned around, little $183 camera that I had at the time, and grabbed the shot. I love this shot again. Never did anything with it. Doesn't have much value, but to me it shows that she allowed me to see a different side of her. If I Googled Joni and went to images, and I didn't see anything.
I am traveling, 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 traveling.